Between Folkestone and Rye are some of the south coast's finest sandy beaches, although at this time of year it's hard to imagine them filled with happy holidaymakers. Today some of those summer visitors are coming back, but they're not coming back to the beach. They're coming here, just a little way up the road, to the headquarters of the Romney, Hythe Dymchurch Railway. The last train of the season ran in early November, and apart from the twice-daily school train, the railway's usually closed to the public. I say usually because for a couple of weekends in December, the railway reopens for the benefit of a very special visitor who exchanges the reins of his sleigh for the regulator of a 15-inch gauge steam locomotive. Before that visitor from the frozen north can be presented to his young followers, a lot of work's got to be done. Steam engines aren't like cars that can be started at the turn of a key, so the firelighter was in early this morning, and the smoke rising from the engine shed chimney shows the results of his labour and provides a welcome sight on an otherwise miserable morning. And it's not only the steam locomotives that have to be disturbed from their winter hibernation. The bar car has to make an early appearance if it's going to be stocked and ready to satisfy the needs of those wise enough to book their tickets early. Back at the loco department, sufficient steam's been raised to permit Hurricane to move out from the comparative shelter of her shed into the cold, grey, wet daylight. This 462, based on Nigel Gresley's Northeastern Pacifics, was designed by Henry Greenley and built by Davy Paxman of Colchester in 1927. She's just one of 11 steam locomotives and one diesel, which are available for passenger traffic. Meanwhile, the bar car attendant arrives to start that important stock check. Whatever the weather, the Romney locomotives are kept in excellent condition, and so while the boiler pressure gradually rises, the driver makes his way round his engine, cleaning and oiling. Red Gauntlet returns from a track inspection trip, and Hurricane moves off shed in the ever-persistent rain. One of the sights that was lost with the disappearance of steam working on British rail was that of a locomotive being turned. Even now on the majority of preserved railways it's an unknown thing. On the Romney, Hythe and Dymchurch it's an everyday occurrence. When the railway first opened in the late 1920s, the turntable was directly in front of the engine shed, and the only way to get out of the shed was across it. One day the inevitable happened and a loco fell into the pit, effectively stranding all the other locomotives in the shed. Service had to be suspended until the offending locomotive was removed, and the resulting lack of revenue failed to amuse the line's owner, Captain Hythe. The end result was the purchase of a second-hand turntable from the closed Linton and Barnstable Railway, which was installed here, well out of the way of access to and from the shed. Once off the turntable, Hurricane backs onto her train and the tender's topped up with coal. Because of her slow speeds, the Bug is rarely used on passenger trains, but today she takes pride of place as Santa's substitute sleigh. Everything's ready. There's just enough time for a quick check all's well with the guard and a last chance to make sure everything got put into the bar car before the train leaves for Hythe and the waiting passengers. At Hythe, people start arriving, and the car park begins to fill up as the train makes its way over the points and into the platform road.
When you get back.
While the engine's released from the train, it's time to take a few photographs or go and find a seat somewhere.
You overfilled it.
Having been turned and watered, the loco couples up to her train. A few words with the driver and we're off to meet Santa. On some railways, Santa actually delivers presents to children while they're still on the train. But here, we do things slightly different, as you'll see. And after the presents, the model exhibition, the hot punch, and a good helping of some of the 700 mince pies and sausage rolls that were cooked, you can round it off like this. After all, it doesn't happen every day of the year.